Hey, what's up? We haven't made a video like this in a while. Partially because the weather's been fantastic, but if you look out here, you can tell, well, subpar, fair to poor, not too great. In this video, you probably saw in the title, first 5 modifications I did to my Porsche. It's not the best modifications, it's essentially just the most efficient and effective ones I was able to do as fast as possible, in a sense. Looking at my viewfinder here, so if you ever see me look over this way, like if you see me do that, I'm not cross-eyed, whatever. Roll the intro, we're gonna get into it and divulge into what they were. As I was saying, you're going to notice a theme, and the theme is, wow, good lord, I wonder if you can hear that, the mic. The theme is essentially a murdered out theme, but the, well, it keeps the car fresh, keeps it looking young, considering this is a 2008 987.1S, and I'll list some other stuff in here just to get creative so you're not staring at my face the whole time so you actually get a visual, but also there are videos you can go to if you subscribe, red rectangular button down there. Welcome if you are a new subscriber, a new watcher, viewer. Glad to have you here. Glad to have your interest. Glad you clicked on this video, and there's a ton of other content on the channel that I'm flooding with. I post frequently, almost daily, almost not daily, kind of just a whatever schedule, but usually around noon, or, well, I think it's like 4 p.m., whatever they call it, like GSM time. I don't know what you guys do in the UK, but it is noon in the US, Eastern Standard Time, because I'm in Philadelphia, New Jersey area. Right now we're in Jersey. Anyway, before I get too off subject, immediately the first thing I did upon collecting this car was painting those god-awful 911 Carrera S anodized metal rims black, because it makes the car look a little bit meaner, just changes the overall tone. I think I said that in the other video as well. Check that video out. I'm not going to list it in the description below. It might be at the end of this video, but it's on the channel. If you watch everything from oldest to newest, you'll follow everything in a nice chronological order. You'll also see the channel mature as well, and you'll see this lovely beard grow. I had the beard before the channel, but cut it off, brought it back, and think you'll actually see that happen. It's okay. In summary, the black rims I think look better. I think all wheels look better darker. I don't really like brighter colored rims. Signature, my friend Joe Parker, Joe, if you're watching this, I love the SV104s you have. I'll even list a photo of that too. They're brushed, and the texture on them just looks so good. It's like a brushed machine finish. That's one of my few exceptions for a wheel like that. I'm sure there's a ton of others, but that's what I can mainly think of right now that is an amazing, amazing rim that isn't black. But I normally like the darker themed wheels. Plus, they hide brake dust a little bit more. And I like things that do that. I don't really, I have a black car, and yeah, I'm not a detailer, crazy animal, but I think cars do look a lot better darker. I think wheels look better darker. It's just me, my personality, personal, pure preference. So take that how you want. Next, I debadged the Cayman S logo. This was controversial. Some people thought it was dumb because they're like, now everyone's gonna think it's a Cayman. I don't care. I wanted the S just because I tracked the car, and you know, it's actually debatable, because the 2.9 versus the 3.4 flat 6, of course, the engine size displacement, it's debatable. The 2.9 actually can be a little bit more fun, considering that you really have to push it more to get it to the speeds you want it at, whereas the 3.4, again, you still got to push it, but you're not pushing it as hard, obviously, because it's just a little bit quicker. If I had the choice, I probably would go with the Cayman, like a base 987.1, but it doesn't really matter. I'm really happy with what I got, and that's why I went for it. It was a great deal. It was an awesome deal. I was able to talk the price down quite a bit. I can make a video about that in the future too, but we're gonna stick on subject. Yeah, I debadged it, and that happened almost immediately as well. I did all this stuff actually in one video and made separate videos. The next thing I also did, I covered those god-awful orange side markers black. I wrapped them in black vinyl, and they still are somewhat functional, but it looks much smokier. Tell me what you think, because this car looks way older than a 2008 when you have it stock with the wheels and that, and I just think blacking it out, it makes everything look a bit more modern and blends in, and I really don't like the clear side markers. That's a good way to go. It's better than the orange, but they still look like old side markers, like bicycle reflectors. Ah! The next thing, I didn't do this. My good friends at Dynamic Tint did, and if I'll list their number up here or something, give them a call. Tell them I sent you, they'll hook you up. They'll hook you up with a good price or whatever on tint, maybe give you a discount. Who knows? Just hit them up. They do really good work anyway. I got 3M 5% color stable tint. I'll show you images from the outside, but as you can see in here, it really doesn't look too much darker. That's the front windshield, so you can see the exposure there, but then it's just kind of chill and cool and shaded and polarized, whatever you want to call it. It's like looking through my sunglasses. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not. There we go. It's like looking through my sunglasses. Kinda. Not really. That doesn't make any sense. Lastly, the fifth thing I did. Now I have the Soul Performance Products full competition exhaust with the long tube headers and the 100 cell cat, the O2 spacers, as well as the tips. But initially, just to spice it up a bit, again, check the video out because it'll go into detail better than I'm going to now. There's a connector, like a little slide that you can loosen. It's like, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes. It's a few bolts, and you just remove them and slide it over, and it basically creates like an exhaust leak, like a controlled exhaust leak. Although there's a heat shield around, so you're not going to melt anything. Nothing's going to happen. That's negative. You do get a little bit of carbon fouling, or just carbon build up and soot on the end of the transmission, but that's negligible. It's not going to destroy the car. But it sounds a lot better. It just makes the car a little bit more lively, along with the de-snork and other stuff. I'll go in a few other things before I end this video too, but that's really it. Now I have a full exhaust on the car, but when I didn't, the stock exhaust sounds just so muffled and restricted. And it goes from me talking like this to me talking like this, and that's exactly what the exhaust sounds like. You didn't like that, right? You probably barely heard what I said. I felt like I was an idiot buying this car when I would rev it, when people would be like, rev it! Oh my God! Rev it! I would just be sitting there like, oh God. Because when you rev it in neutral, it sounded so restricted. All you really heard was mechanical engine noises from the inside, and that doesn't sound too good on the outside. I don't know. That's just my preference. I don't think it sounds as good as it could be, obviously, because now it's closer to its full potential. I would say its best potential, because I think Soul does the best work for this. Sorry Fab Speed, sorry Akropovich, sorry who else, whatever, Capristo, all you other guys. You got okay products, but they weren't good enough at the price point for me to really have that much of interest. Soul, you hit the nail on the head. Yeah, I think that's 5. I think we covered all 5. Now, that's not the only thing I have done to this car. If you're not familiar with my car or me or the channel, I have done a de-snork. I have done some other things. We have done this hideous steering wheel that some of you tend to hate, but the majority of you actually like it. And, you know, realistically, I don't care either way. Because you don't own the car, you're not driving it. I am driving the car, and trust me, if you drove this, you would understand. Maybe you would get the steering wheel in like black or something, I get that, but if you see what I did as far as cosmetic, most of everything to this car has been done was cosmetic, aside from the full exhaust and the restrictor plate de-snork, not the snork. That just lowers operating temperatures, and it's debatably bad to drive the car in bad enough rain. Just considering that the car could possibly hydrolock or whatever. To be honest, you would need a lot of water to do that. I would need to be hosing water in there. I'm sure that's gonna stir up some of you Porsche ninjas that are just gonna come at me, but that's fine, go for it, enjoy. Otherwise, I don't have anything else done to the car. I did a few things with the steering wheel. Oh, the LEDs, I did that. There's a bunch of other things. I'll get into that in another video, what my favorite mods were, but just think we're gonna get into a few more videos back into being inside the car and me just chatting with y'all, because I love doing that and I missed it. Although I like doing like the daily content, which a lot of you asked me to do, and I planned on doing it anyway, just because I was doing some interesting things, maybe perhaps not. Some of you thought it was interesting. It is what it is. Such is life. Everything I've done, I think, was in good taste for me. Maybe you disagree. It's okay. You don't have to do it to your car. Murdered out isn't necessarily the look for everyone. It's just for people with absolutely no imagination. Like me. I'm just kidding. I think it looks very cynical and sinister and just good, like deep, dark. It just makes the car look a lot meaner, more aggressive. You agree? Comment down below if you agree. I know a lot of people don't like the whole murdered out look because they think it's not creative and whatnot. Have you seen the outside of my car yet? Go on my Instagram and check out some pictures or whatever, but just, you know, check that stuff out, because that's that. We're gonna end the video here for y'all just so you can go about your day and have some fun. That way I'm not keeping all of your time, but thank you for your attention. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you agree, disagree, comment down below. Let's get these comments rolling, and any other suggested videos, throw it in there. If you guys want some shout outs, comment down below too. I don't really have my phone readily equipped to give you these shout outs at the moment, so we'll hold off on that. But I am going to keep doing that if you like that. I like to interact with you all in that sense and kind of give you, it's my thanks back to you for even appreciating the channel, considering the channel does build a bad revenue, and I'm putting everything that the channel makes back into the channel. Camera equipment, lenses, cars, things like that. So yeah, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Again, red rectangular button down below. That is gonna help you get this content much more easily. You'll get notified. There's also a little enable notifications button somewhere down there. I don't know where. But click on that too and you will get notified every time I make a video. Usually, hopefully, if YouTube does what it's supposed to do. And with that being said, I will catch you later.